Hi, I'm Barney from Napalm Death.
This is Shane from Napalm Death, and you're getting your fix of
Metal Injection.
Rob here at the New England Metal Fest with the legendary not so legendary, like whatever. This band that we heard of recently, Napalm Death. Guys, thank you for taking the time.
All right.
You guys just put out a new record, and I mean, obviously you guys have been around for a while. Like, how do you come up with new stuff? Basically, like, is it just go in?
It's a standard process, really. I mean, it's how we've always done it. It just, some of the guys have musical ideas on tape. I've always got lyrics in one form or another, somewhere written down or on a computer or something, and it just goes from there. Just.
I mean, usually for me, I'm always writing songs, music. So I don't look at it like album by album. So there's always like one or two songs left that kind of carries on the next, and so it's just continual.
Do you guys like write when you're on the road, like come up with stuff?
Not so much.
That's one thing we don't do. No, I can't personally. I need solitude to write. Okay, I'll get ideas in random everyday situations and then write them down. But when it comes to actually solidifying it, I need solitude. I just need to turn phones off, just sit there completely isolated and just really just focus on that, nothing else.
Focus on your hatred of society.
No, well, not hatred. Not hatred actually is the wrong word, but just, just the process of logical thought, really.
Right. Cool. And I mean, you guys are playing the New England Metal Fest tonight, obviously. Are you guys going to show everyone else how it's done?
No, well,
you guys are so modest.
No. But see, that's the reason why we've lasted as long as we are, because for me, I sort of speak for the other guys, I don't really care what anyone else does. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean let them do what they've got to do and we'll do what we've got to do.
Right.
I just want to play fast, chaotic music. That's all I want to do. Whatever anyone else does, it's up to them. You know what I mean?
And that's why I think you guys are awesome, because I mean, like, you guys have not slowed down at all. You got like bands mellow out or try to become more accessible, but you guys are just doing what you're doing, and if people like it, they like it. If they don't, whatever.
Yeah, exactly that. I guess as the saying goes, you play to your strengths. And I feel strong, playing the sort of music that I do.
Right.
So it's what I know, it's what I like, it's what I'm enthusiastic about. So I'm always gonna really favour that over other stuff. I mean, yeah, there is different flavours to the music. It's not just one thing. There's a lot of other influences that have come into Napalm, but essentially what it is when we play it is what it is. And it's what I enjoy doing. I don't really want to do anything else. Don't have really any interest in doing anything else.
Yeah, so. And I mean, you guys have influenced like a ton of bands and like pretty much like a whole genre of music. You guys. Do you guys listen to like any of the newer bands? Do you guys like keep up with the music, or do you guys kind of have like your bands that you listen to?
To some extent. I mean, it's very hard to check out everything, but one of the bands on tour with us right now is a band called Trap Them, which we're big fans of, and stuff I like lately is like a band called Mama Kill, which is out on Relapse. But you try to check out as much as you can, but it's not always possible.
Yeah, I was saying as what Shane says, really. I mean, you get so sort of engrossed in what you've got to do yourself that you tend to miss out on a lot of stuff. And you got to think of this as well, is that, like in our formative years, the scene, the metal hardcore scene, whatever you're gonna call it, was much more condensed. Nowadays, it's grown and mutated in loads of different ways. It's possible to keep up with everything, But we know what we like, and we like what we know, and there is some interesting stuff out there. I mean, I like stuff like Russian Circles as well. All that kind of slightly more rocky stuff with a weirder edge.
You don't just listen to like grind all the time.
No, never have done. I mean, we like us. We're music fans at the end of the day, much like everyone else in this little area is now. So that makes us all on a level playing field. So. And
like you were saying, like it was much more condensed before, and of course, when you guys first started out, the internet wasn't as big, and I'm sure that
it was non-existent.
Exactly. There was no internet, right? And I mean, like, I feel like that, like now that the internet, is here, like it kind of introduced you guys to like a whole new generation, right? I'm sure it's pretty much changed, like also how you market the band, kind of, right?
Yeah, I mean, you know, we use probably the same tools as a lot of other people do, and you, to be honest, you don't have to make a great effort. You just kind of fall into it, you know,
Right.
because it's there,
Yeah.
and you can't help but move along with it, sort of thing, you know. So yeah, it's as it is. It's a good tool. I mean, you know, you could say, well, I miss the days of cassette tapes because there was something symbolic about the cassette tape and stuff, but you know, for accessibility to so much stuff that at one time you were like, I really wish I could get hold of that 7-inch. I really wish I could get hold of that. You know, you can go online now and find it like that in a lot of cases.
Right,
you
yeah,
know,
like
so.
someone just has in advance, and then in a day, like 2,000-3,000 people.
Well,
can
not
have your
not even necessarily new stuff. I'm talking
Yeah,
about
just in
stuff that
general,
you
yeah.
always wanted. That 7-inch, that you know
Yeah.
that you wanted. So,
Yeah, like collecting music is much easier now
Yeah.
with the internet. Well, thank you guys for taking the time to do this. You know,
Yeah.
awesome band. If you guys haven't heard of Napalm Death, what the fuck are you doing on Metal Injection? That's all I gotta say. Check them out.